Wow. So this story that I'm about to talk about is a little crazy. I've been following the Celeste Rivas Hernandez story. The young lady from Southern California who died at 14 and went missing at 14. Back in 2024, and then about a year later, the police pretty much figured she was already probably deceased. And then a few months later, they confirmed that she was deceased when they found her in the impounded Tesla of David's trunk. Deceased, decomposed body. There was a foul odor, so that's pretty much how that was discovered. And of course, he's pleading not guilty. I believe David is currently 21 years old, and back when I'm assuming this entanglement was going on, he had to be about 19, since she went missing 2 years ago. So this is crazy. He's apparently had some past records of sexual abuse, mutilation, etc. And all the fingers are obviously pointing to him because of not only, I'm sure, of his past, but the evidence. So before, we had no evidence. We had no location of her body. But as of within the last few months, this has been investigated even more because of the discovery of her decomposed body, unfortunately. Super sad case. My heart always goes out to families and loved ones, and just the spirit of her body alone. You know, that was a young woman, a young soul with so much life ahead of her, and it was just a senseless act that caused her to not be here today. So these stories can be really heavy to even talk about, and I have a little sister, so, you know, sometimes it hits me a little harder when I hear about, you know, adolescents and the things that they struggle with and things of this type of scenario or of this nature. In general, it's really sad, but, you know, when it comes to children, especially or adolescents, it's really heavy because it's like they're so young, they're so impressionable, they have so much life ahead of them. Sometimes they think they have it all figured out and they get caught up in the wrong crowds and the wrong people, and it leads to, unfortunately, just some of the worst outcomes. And it's not their fault. It's just everybody's just not, you know, for you as much as you would like to think. So clearly this wasn't an illegal entanglement. If they were, from what I can understand, romantically involved. My theory is, which wasn't, you know, like I said, the autopsy came out a few hours ago, like earlier today, and then there's going to be like a hearing, I think, tomorrow, from what TMZ was talking about. I think I don't know if they said the first one or just a hearing in general tomorrow. So, yeah, I'm going to be following this case like crazy. This is a major true crime case. I know everybody's going to be on it. There's probably going to be a whole documentary made in the next year or so about this whole situation. It's so heartbreaking to even hear that this young woman didn't even stand a chance. She probably trusted him. She probably sacrificed a lot for him. And even though she was just a baby and he's much older, a few years older than her, and had no business dealing with her in any capacity. There's no way a grown man or any adult man should be dealing with a minor at all, regardless of the relationship. Unless that's your cousin, that's your sister. There's no way you should even be friends with somebody that young when you're that much older than them. So most times there's an ulterior motive anyway, right? And even still, you have to be careful. So anyways, I say that to say, I just hope that this isn't one of those situations. I mean, it doesn't even matter anymore because she's not here. She's not here to tell the story. She's not here to defend herself. She's not here to see another day. But it just almost gives me the vibe of, because these stories are becoming more common, and they probably have been common, and we're just hearing about it more because of the internet and social media. But like, if she was pregnant, you know what I'm saying? Like, did he do a little oopsie? And these are just my allegations. These are not hard facts. We are still gathering information. So a lot of information right now is going to be mainly allegations. Other than the autopsy and the timeline of her going missing and being found, everything else at this point is allegations. And my allegation or my theory is, what if she just was pregnant and he freaked out and he thought, damn, like, I'm way older than her. I don't want to have a baby with her and I'm going to go to prison. But it's like, you killed her. So either way, you're going to prison, right? So it's just amazing, not in a good way. Amazing to me that people think the easier way out is to kill people. And I'm just like, just got to take that one. Take that one to the chin. Because either way, you're screwed, right? So look where you are now. You have to go through this whole trial and you're pleading not guilty when all the signs are pointing to you. And it's just like, whoa. So, like I said, rest in peace to this young, beautiful soul. Did not deserve this. I really hope that you all just stay safe. You know, watch over the youth, watch over yourselves, and let's protect each other, look out for each other, pray for each other, support each other, hug each other, keep spreading love and peace. We have enough war and madness and evil going on right now, and we just need to spread the kindness. We need to be gracious toward one another and ourselves. And if that just means something as simple as being a good example and really, you know, pouring into each other with love and grace, let's start there. And really look out for each other. These kids, a lot of these kids are misguided, they're misled, and sometimes they're gonna do what they want to do, but at the end of the day, like, let's just support each other the best we can. Let's be community. Let's bring back community, because these are just unfortunate situations, especially when a child's involved. So I know nothing's 100% prevented, but let's just do our best to do that much during this time, especially. But I thank y'all so much for always joining me. This one's a little more serious and sad to talk about. This ain't no tea. This is like some real stuff. So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and please share this. Also follow CorpBabeASMR. Thank you so much for joining. And I just hope that everyone stays safe and y'all have a blessed one. Bye.